Welcome back to Dmac's Mad Gaming. I'm your host Dmac, and here we believe gaming is a lifestyle, not a hobby. Welcome back, guys. So happy to be doing another video for you guys, fully recovered, ready to get back to work. And today's topic is The Quiet Man. Now, if you've been hearing about The Quiet Man, you know Square Enix helped develop and publish this game, and Human Head Studios helped them develop the game as well. Now, a lot of people have been having a lot of criticism about this game. And I heard about it through my boy, The Masked Gamer. He sent me a DM on Twitter. He said, check out The Quiet Man, bro, because I know you love full motion video games. And a lot of people say FMV, for sure, full motion video games. And a lot of people feel like they're not actual games because they have no actual gameplay. Like The Bunker, The Shift. These are full motion video games. And I love them. And The Masked Gamer knows. So I decided to do some research. Got online, looked up some stuff before I purchased the game. And come to find out, it's not a full motion video game. It's a beat 'em up that has full motion video cutscenes in them. And I'm thinking, okay, well, I like beat 'em up games as well, so let's do some more research. I came across 3 articles. I'll leave a link to these articles in the description box below. They kind of gave me the rundown of what this game is and what the premise of this game is. The premise of this game is from I don't know who thought of this. I don't know if Square Enix thought of this or Human Head Studios thought that it would be cool to have the gamer experience what it's like to be deaf in a world where there's no sound. So your protagonist is deaf, and you think, okay, that could be an interesting premise, if they did it right. But see, that's the problem. Human Head Studios botched this. They botched it so bad that every journalist in the gaming industry, every YouTuber, every gamer that can put their voice out there has been really criticizing this game on how terrible it is. They're saying it's the worst game of 2018. And you know how I am. I'm not that harsh of a judge. I give games I give game chances. I don't just go in, because it's not the type of style of game that I'm used to playing. So I decided to do some more research. But when I got this information from these articles and looked up more about this game, I started to realize why people are so critical of this game. Now, I came across 3 articles, and I'll leave a link to these articles in the description box below for you guys to check out for yourselves. I recommend checking them out because they give you a really deep introduction to the game and why the game is terrible and why you should spend your money on it. And from what I read, I kind of agree with them, and I'm going to tell you why. So first of all, it has full motion video in it, something that I like. But it doesn't have any choices. It's just full motion video cutscenes. But the thing about it is, now when you begin the game, you have actual audio. After about 2-3 minutes of actually playing in the game and seeing the full motion video scenes, sound is cut out completely. So you have cinematic scenes happening where characters are talking. The dialogue is going. There's no subtitles, no audio, and Human Head Studios and Square Enix thought this would be a great way to introduce us into a world with no sound when someone's deaf and how they experience the world. They did this premise wrong. They did not do it correctly, and that's why people hate this game. Just that alone, the premise sounds interesting on paper. A lot of people agree. When I heard about the premise, I thought that's an interesting premise. I would love to know what it's like for deaf people when they're playing games out in the real world. What is it like for them when they can't hear no sound? It's interesting premise. And I'm sure that people that are gamers that are deaf will appreciate that type of premise for a game as well. And it's Square Enix. Square Enix have always made great games. So a lot of people gave this game a chance. But once they found out that throughout the whole game, after the first 2 minutes of the game, audio is cut out. You have people having conversations, dialogue is going, no subtitles, no audio, nothing at all. You go, oh my god, what the hell? I can't follow the narrative. In games like that, the narrative keeps you engaged in the game, especially for me. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. For games like this that have full motion video, is the narrative important for you to stay into the moment of the game, to keep playing the game to finish it? Isn't that what grounds you into the game, makes you get into the groove of playing the game and fully seeing what's happening in the game's world? It is for me. I'll let you know what you guys think in the comment section below. But because of that, that takes you right out of the immersion. Then you go like, okay, well, it's a beat 'em up game, right? So the gameplay has to be on point. First of all, the graphics from the gameplay looks like it's PlayStation 2. No, you heard me right. I know what you guys thinking. Come on, Dmac. You exaggerating a little bit, aren't you? It's on the PlayStation 4 and on PC. How could it be? How could it be that terrible where the graphics don't measure up to the current gen consoles? It doesn't. The character models are so horrendous. The character models and the actual actors that act in the full motion video look totally different. It was like a totally different character altogether. Totally different. Character models are horrendous when it comes to gameplay part of the game. The full motion video part of the game, beautiful, gorgeous. But when you go to the actual gameplay, look like they was drunk or they thought it would be really funny to trick gamers to think you're gonna get a really great experience with visuals and just botched it. Yes, terrible. So you think, okay, that's the strike one. Okay, if the gameplay mechanics is on point, I can tolerate the terrible graphics. Well, when we get to the gameplay of the game, oh my god, it's even worse than the actual graphics. The gameplay mechanics where it's only combat is so broken, so repetitive, and not fun and engaging at all. It's just button mashing buttons. You have heavy attack, light attack, grabs, and you can evade your enemies. When you evade, you can counterattack. And people say that it's so repetitive, it's so unfun to do that you get tired. And on top of that, because of the visuals, the enemies you fight in the game all look the same. They have no variation in characters that you fight. So it's like you fighting the same 5 or 6 dudes over and over and over again. And in that part, the only sound you hear is footsteps and punches. And it's not like a normal punch you would hear with someone that can hear. So on top of that, guys, not only is the visuals for gameplay terrible, there's no audio for the full motion video. The gameplay mechanics is broken. The combat system is so broken. Now, don't get me wrong. I got some gameplay from the game right here. You see that some of the attacks are vicious and cool looking. But that's all to it. There's no upgrade system. There's no tutorial on how to do combos, nothing like that. They throw you in a game with a combat system that's broken already and have you fend for yourself. And a lot of people think that's a challenge, but when the combat system is broken, you can't enjoy it. That's like playing Devil May Cry, and if the combat system is broken, you don't have any fun. What people love about Devil May Cry games is the combat system is so interesting and engaging. It may be a little bit repetitive at first, but once you start mastering the combos and upgrading, you can do different type of combo flurries and things like that, and that's what makes the game exciting. Well, for a beat 'em up game, the combat system is very important to be refined and smooth and engaging and have more elements to it than just button mashing. Oh my god, Square Enix and Human Head Studios, what the hell was you guys thinking when you made this game? Right now, in the gaming community, in the YouTube community, in the gaming industry right now, people are saying this is the worst game of 2018. And I'm starting to agree with them. I mean, there's too many bugs, too many problems in this game. But hear me out, guys. Square Enix say we're going to be giving it an update patch and we're going to put in the audio back in it. Even if you put the audio back in it and people can actually follow the narrative, because a lot of people was complaining about not being able to follow the narrative. They didn't know what the hell was going on. I mean, they was trying to piece things together just by looking at the scenes, but without any actual dialogue to understand what's happening, what the characters are saying to each other, you can't figure out much. So I guess Square Enix and Human Head Studios have decided to put in subtitles or audio back into the actual full motion video, what they should do, because that's the only good part about the game. But because without the audio, you can't enjoy that as well. And I'm just like, oh my god, Square Enix, what the hell are you doing over there? Why the hell would you give it to this damn smaller developer company within your organization and think that they was going to produce a really engaging game? I mean, the premise was really interesting. To know what it's like to immerse yourself in a world where there's an individual that you're playing, the protagonist, is deaf and there's no sound in the world. Interesting premise, but they did it wrong. The writing was done wrong. The combat was done wrong. Everything that you would think that would keep you engaged in the game was done wrong. And that's why the game botched. That's why people can't stand it. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. What are your thoughts about it? Have you played Quiet Man? And if you have, do you feel like what everybody's saying about it is true? Or do you disagree? Do you feel like it was still a great experience? Or do you believe what people are saying and you feel like you watch some actual gameplay and that's what it is and you're not touching it? Let me know what you guys think. Does this deter you from buying any more Square Enix games? Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. And as always, thank you for sending to the video. You guys have been great. You've been showing a lot of support, a lot of love, leaving a lot of comments, subscribing. We really appreciate that. Me and the Mexican, we really appreciate that. We're going to continue working hard to bring you great content. And as always, thank you for staying to the end of the video. Make sure you hit that like button and share. Helps out the channel. If you want to see more content from your boy, Dmac, make sure you hit that subscribe button and notification bell to alert when I upload more content. And as always, stay safe. Keep gaming. I'm out. Talk to you later. What the fuck, Square Enix?